Good morning, YouTube. This is me, all the way George Page, aka the Emperor of Female Bodybuilding Talk, coming to you live on YouTube. Well, anymore. Well, it's getting to become a very short month now. We just got a few more days left, and then you have upcoming weekends. It's gonna be Memorial Weekend, and where I live in this part of the country, where we have a thing called the Black Tobacco Weekend, and it happens around about this time because it's the Memorial Day weekend. I never went down to the beach around this time because I had to say, hey man, there be some women down there. Be women down there. I said, man, too many dudes, too many dudes. Nah. I use another word, but we got to be careful how we use these words nowadays. But anyway, to me, this is a special Moms with Muscles video. And these two ladies, they're not moms by nature, but they're moms by nurture. And that's the one thing you have to think about it. The definition of mother is not always that of somebody who gave birth to you, but somebody who raises you. Like the old saying, sometimes you feed them long enough, they'll start looking like you. And these two ladies are, women who've been in sport bodybuilding for quite some time. They are in what you considered, most people might say non-traditional relationships, but nowadays of how the world is, it's becoming more traditional. Now we have here one Miss Wendy McCready. She's from Great Britain. I did a video about Wendy McCready. She was in my uh, silicone free series. And also another lady who was in my silicone free series who I did an interview with some time ago is one Miss Reshanna Boswell. And these ladies have been competitive for quite some time, you know, and they're both mothers in their own ways. As you know, Wendy is in a relationship with her wife, with Kay, for quite some time. And Kay has a daughter from a previous relationship, and that's her daughter. She raised her, so she nurtured her. And as you know, I did an interview with Reshanna. Her and her wife have two little babies, Lolis and Luke, and they're so cute. That's all I said. Dr. Evil, you can keep your money. Let me eat your babies. I love babies, and they had their children by a vitro, and that's how a lot of when things are going on. Is, Tina Williams, she's also kind of like a non-traditional mother. She had a daughter by natural way. She has a stepson, and also her and Big Keith have a child by in vitro, also surrogate actually. Surrogate had carried their child. But like I said, these two women are mothers, not in the conventional way a lot of people think, but they are mothers. They are mothers by nurture, maybe not by nature, but by nurture. And like I said again, you feed them long enough, they start looking like you. And these amazing women, like I said, they were in my silicone free series, which means they really respect their bodies enough that they hadn't been to the wheel of silicone. And that's really hard, especially in this sport where I know judges and critics will tell you, hey, you know what, y'all got some great physiques, but if you get some nice set of boobs, you might do better. But they respect their physiques enough not to do it. And if you know anything about Reshanna started out and originally was in physique for quite some time, and then she made her transition from physique to bodybuilding back in 2020, and she did pretty good for, her first time out, getting the opportunity to compete at the Rising Phoenix, and also at the Olympia. So that's pretty good. So let's get started with both these ladies. Now, here we have a nice starting pose, and you can really see, what this is like, this is where you really see the difference in them. One thing about Reshanna, we all know Reshanna has a lot of tattoos, and, that's, like I said, that's her style, that's her look. She, you gotta respect, what decision she makes, because she's a big fan of tattoos. But like I said, you really have to, as a judge, we have to take a very micro look of details of the muscle when you want to see, because sometimes that ink does get in the way of details. And Maria does have a tattoo, but it's like up around her shoulder, close around her tricep. Not as noticeable, but Whitney does have an impressive physique. And right here we have a front lat spread. As you can see before, Reshanna has made a transition from physique, where physique don't do the front lat spread. That it's physique. They only have only have five poses for them. As the women bodybuilding, you have seven, because they have to do the same poses just equal to the men. And here, the better lat spread I have to give it to Wendy. As you know, she's been a bodybuilder for quite some time. She's competing in England. She made a pro debut around about, I think 2013, 2014. and she's been in the game for quite some time. Reshanna, like I said, she still has some work to go, but she's still impressive physique. Here we have a front double. If you really look at it, mm, 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 you know, the push is I might get the push to Reshanna. Now Wendy's pretty impressive, like I said, and but I think I give it to Reshanna. She has impressive definition. Like I said, you have to really look really hard, especially with her tattoos. You got to really look past the ink and really see the detail in the muscle. Now here we have a side chest, and this is what I love about women who don't do silicone. That you can really see the details of the pectoral muscles compared to women who have breast implants. The breast implants really push the pecs a bit out of the way in a way, depending how the size of the implants. But here I have to give this one to Wendy. It's more detail. I can really see how the development in her chest. Here we have a rear lat spread. And both of these are pretty impressive. But like I said, Wendy's been bodybuilding a lot longer than Reshanna, so I have to give this one to Wendy when it comes to the lat spread. Here we have a rear double. And actually here I have to give this one to Reshanna. Reshanna, like I said, she's coming. This is like at the Savannah Pro, and this was her second pro bodybuilding show. She did Omaha, she did Savannah, and also she did the Chicago. She did New York. No, I think she did New York, but she did pretty good. On her first time out. And I'm hoping this year she does a lot better. So here I have to get this one here to Reshanna. Here we have a tricep, and if you really have to look at the details, especially around about the coast around the upper shoulder, around the tricep, how it cuts into the upper shoulder, and here it's kind of, I have to give this one to Reshanna. You can really see how deep that cut is in the upper shoulder and the tricep. So I have to give one to Reshanna. Now here we have the ab pose. And here I was trying to find a good ab pose with Wendy. And, here, see, like I said, you have to really look at the detail. Like I said, have Reshanna has that tattoo on her abdominals. And I will give this one here. Should I be biased? I'm gonna ask you first. Can I be biased or should I be balanced? And my bias is gonna tell me to give it to Reshanna. I think I give it to Reshanna right here. This is a decent pose. And I say some of the women said that the ab and thigh ab pose sometimes is kind of like the most uncomfortable pose out of all the other poses because we squinch hard to do that. But like I said, here I can give it to Reshanna. Now here we have a nice bicep, and if we go by size and by definition, by structure, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. That's life. But like I said, I give this one here to. I might get a slight edge to Wendy. I think I give this one here to Wendy. If anybody. And next here we have the glutes. And here, this is where they really take a very different shape in it. When you got glutes, her glutes like she can probably crush diamonds, turn coals to diamonds with her glutes. Reshanna is a thick sister, and like she reminds me of Heather Foster. Heather Foster, even with her how developed she was, how muscly she was, Heather had a fat booty. I mean, and Reshanna got a fat booty. But if you go by pure tight glutes, you have to give this one to Wendy. I'm sorry, Reshanna, but you know what? I'm not gonna apologize. I'm gonna say, Reshanna, you have a beautiful booty. Your wife's a lucky woman. I'm gonna tell you that. You have a beautiful booty. Anyway, these two ladies have been competing for quite some time. They have a history in the sport. Whitney's been in the game since the good part of the 2000s. Competing in England, she's been up there. She's been also a top 5 at the Rising Phoenix around about 2017 or 20. I think it was 2017 when she made top 5. It was because I think the next year. No, I think 2018 because the next year Virginia Sanchez took top 5. And Reshanna is also she's trained and she works with as a trainer in with other competitors. And you know what? I have a lot of respect for these ladies. I mean, they're in a sport where you know it's considered very masculine, you know, but they're still feminine in their own ways, And Rashana, she's going through some issues right now. As you know, she mentioned in our interview that she has rotator cuff issues because of injury she had. Wendy, she's been she hadn't competed since I think 2019, but she's focused on other things you know. But like I said, they're impressive women, great physiques, great bodies. I have a lot of respect for them. I often, sometimes, I reach out to Wendy a while back by new interview. We have talked via IG, and a lot of these ladies they love IG. IG is a great place you want to get in contact with some of these professional women. So anyway, right now, as I said before, Wendy, as I said before, was she's right now. She's not doing any competition right now. She's focusing on her new academy, a mindset academy with her and her wife Kay, where they help with people with mental health issues, who want to really, especially with the pandemic. That's really where people need our help, especially in their sport too. There's a lot of mental issues dealing in the sport of bodybuilding, and not just you don't have to be a bodybuilder. You can be somebody who just you need guidance. You need need some help. You want somebody to talk to, especially when you feel like you just things can just getting close on you. And like I said, I'm gonna put her social media stuff in the description. Reach out to Wendy. Check out her Mindset Academy. And I said again, Reshanna, she's doing all right. She recently sent me a video of her. She tagged me on a video with her doing some therapy for a rotator cuff, and she's actually doing pretty good. I think she said she might do the Chicago Pro. She maybe do the Tampa. Those are two best shows for possibly points. But I hope she does well because this is a chance. She's also I got a list of for the Rising Phoenix. She's also doing the Rising Phoenix. As you know, that's invitational. So I'm gonna do a video about that a little later and about all the competitors, who's there, and when it's gonna be set the date for it. But like I said, these are both ladies. They're both mothers. They may not, like I said again, may not be the mothers of traditional sense, but they are mothers of nurture. They love their children. They are families. They love their partners, and they are both women who represent what to be a woman in this sport of bodybuilding, to be an athlete, to be a mother, to be a businesswoman, to set the goals, to have to show their children what they can accomplish if they're determined to. Like I said, I have a lot of respect for these ladies. I hope they enjoy these videos. I'm gonna send them a copy when I'm done, because I know they're just great people, just inside and out. And I tell these people, when you reach out to these ladies again, I'm gonna tell you this. Please be mindful how what you send. No D pics, fellas. No D pics. This is your man always, your AA, the Emperor of Female Bodybuilding Talk. Don't like, subscribe, don't subscribe. I'm out.